How to achieve financial freedom in 5 years or less. So it's exactly what we're going to talk about. I wrote the book, The Millionaire Maker. The entire plan is a 3 to 5 year plan on how you can have financial freedom. So in this video, I'm going to talk about 3 specific things. I'm going to talk about sequencing, right? Doing the right thing at the right time. It is imperative to become a 3 to 5 year millionaire. Number 2, I'm going to talk about how much money do you really need and what does that financial freedom day mean? And at the end of the video, I'm going to give you some very detailed steps, because if these steps are out of order, right, which is most people's pattern of their life, they never become a millionaire. So get a pen and paper. Let's begin. Inside the Millionaire Maker book, which, we're going to give you a few chapters of this at the end of my video, but let's talk about it. I talk about sequencing, doing the right thing at the right time. So what does that mean to do the right thing at the right time? Well, let me tell you a story about when I became a millionaire. So in 1999, I woke up on January 8th and said, oh, I'm going to be a mom. I knew he didn't want to be a dad, so I'm off to being a single parent. And I say that because there are actually more single parents in the world right now, especially because of the pandemic, than ever before. We're in this high 60% of kids being raised in either blended or by single parents. So don't freak out. Don't think, oh my gosh, single parent, I have to be broke right away. It does not have to happen. So here's what happened to me. I was working with the Rich Dad Poor Dad team. So hence you got to have a great mentor. And so I learned a lot about money in that journey. What I noticed, and I did hire a big mentor at the beginning of the year, and I said, all right, I got 9 months. And he said, why? I said, I'm going to have a baby in September. So I need to get it together. Now, I had a lot going on, right? But this is where I defined sequencing, is I had several things, key things out of order. So when I got my sequence together, the right thing at the right time, I became a millionaire in 6 months. So by June, my 34th birthday, became a millionaire. By September, had my son. Off we go. I've never lost that millionaire status, and I plan on making you 3 to 5 year millionaires. You can do it. So what does sequencing mean? Well, first of all, you have to know where you are. It's called a gap analysis. So a gap analysis is knowing where you are, what's your financial baseline, right? P&Ls, balance sheets, your net worth, what's your cash flow, and then financial freedom day. Where do you want to go? See, saying that I want to be financial free, saying that you want to be a millionaire in 3 to 5 years, what does that all mean to you? And so we're going to break that down into some numbers. So get a pen and paper and maybe a little calculator. So once you know where you are, right, your baseline to where you want, my job, right, as your mentor coach is then to put that plan together. What are you going to do to create more income? And what do you do to invest in better assets? See, a lot of you're sitting in old financial plans, old financial services companies, and you're making money on CDs and mutual funds, and yay, that you aren't going to get there that way. And you're not going to get there just having a job, not in 3 to 5. Now, if you happen to be in a company that might go public, there's going to be some anomalies, of course. But the average person, the regular person out there that just has a job, you're going to get your millionaire status if you follow the Susie Orman, Dave Ramsey path, maybe in 20 years, if you're lucky. You got too many other variables inside of that. So let's get to the sequencing that matters. And at the end of the video, I'm going to give you a link to talk to one of my teammates. And we're going to find out what your sequence is. Should you be incorporated first? My answer to that is yes. But some of you've been running a business, a cash machine, I call it, for a very long time. So if you already have a cash machine, you keep that going, but you got to get that entity done. I want you immediately to reorganize your banking. You got to get a wealth account. So we're going to talk about what a wealth account is. It's where you're going to put your money until such time you know what you're going to invest in. Then we got to go look at your assets. You have to look at your assets. How are they performing? Do you have what I call lazy assets? Are your assets actually making money? And in this economy, you should be making double-digit returns easily. When I wrote the book in 2006, The Millionaire Maker, when I claimed you should have double-digit returns, I mean, the whole financial world was like, oh my gosh, 10, 12, 15%. How do you find that? I'm like, in your sleep. Now, I mean, you can do with cryptocurrencies, with NFTs, with, just IPOs, going some of the ways they are, real estate transactions, gas and oil transactions, inflation. You got so many variables to become a millionaire. I'm making more millionaires in 12 months and 18 months with this dynamic economy. So you have to kind of get up and get to it, folks. What's your sequence? It's really important. What we're going to do is we're going to identify 1 to 6. And I'll just give them to you right now. Can't tell you what order it is. We're going to have a conversation. So do you need a cash machine? Get your business up, new income? Do you need an entity for tax deductions? Do you need to get off your lazy assets? Do you need a wealth account? Do you need to forecast, which is how to spend your money? We're never going to budget you. Budgets are like diets. We're never doing that. And do you have some debt that we need to handle? So in those 6, And I can already promise you, most of you will make the wrong decision and think you're going to go get out of debt first. And that's not what you're going to do. All my fast millionaires, 3 to 5 year millionaires, go into good debt to acquire more assets at higher returns and you arbitrage, right, the asset spread. So if you don't know what that is, you got to click below and say, oh my gosh, I need an appointment with your team and we need to talk about it. So my job as financial literacy is to teach you your sequence. How do you get in line to become a 3 to 5 year millionaire? Now, the next thing is how much money is that? So I'm just going to give some very basic, I call it my 12-4-5 model, right? So 12-4-5, 12 months, 4 weeks, 5 days. Let's just say you had $1 million to invest. At a 12% simple rate of return, that's 120 a year. Divide by 12, that's 10,000 a month, right? Divide by 4 weeks is 2,500. Divide by 5 days is $500 a day. So somewhere in your model, you need to be making money. And what's shocking for a lot of people is that $1 million invested at 12% is only going to get you 10,000 a month. So if your freedom day, you say, well, I need 50,000. Well, we're going to need about 4 or 5 million to work with. Now, there's a lot of very ninja strategies that we can work on to actually do some doubles and actually make that quicker. But for most of you, that's just a great math equation to say for every million you have that you're investing at 12%, on average, you're going to get 10,000 a month. Now, on the other side of that, if you're out there going, well, heck, I got $1 million with my financial planner at some interesting financial institute, I'm only making about 2,000 or 3,000 a month, you got huge lazy assets. So again, I'm not a financial planner. I can't tell you exactly what to do. What I can do is give you scenarios of how many, many, many thousands of my clients have become millionaires. So we talked about your sequencing blocks, absolutely critical. And then we've talked about how much money do you need, right? Which starts building that freedom down. Now, the truth is you're going to hit a freedom day and then you're going to nail it. And then you're going to want to go again and you want to go again. See, at some point, it's not about how much it is and it's not about being enough money. It's more about the game. It's more about you like to do deals. You like to organize structures. You like to be in business. You like what I call, to be an asset addict. Now, on your way to millionaire status, there's this place called an accredited investor, and it's imperative that you get there. So I actually help people make 100,000 of new income in 365 days. We got to get that as an entrepreneur under your belt. As soon as you learn to make 100, guess what? Around the corner is 2. So when you start making as an individual $200,000, and this goes on your tax returns and you do it for 2 years in a row, you can actually say you're accredited. Now, if you're a millionaire, you can also say you're accredited. And if you're married, you have to do 350 for 2 years in a row. Accreditation allows you to invest in anything. Right? It allows you wide open access as an accredited investor to PPMs that allow you gas and oil, cannabis, a lot of these crypto projects you have to be accredited. So accreditation is something I don't believe enough people talk about, but it is a absolute significant step in becoming a millionaire. So in my world of mentoring you, I'm going to get you past that 100,000 if you haven't done it as an entrepreneur. So let's get to 6 figures, then let's get to 200. Let's check that accreditation box on our way to becoming a millionaire, picking up good debt on the way. So there is a path. It's a pattern. I have so many people say, Loral, when are you going to rewrite the Millionaire Maker book? And I said, why would I? I mean, how you become a millionaire is how you become a millionaire, whether that was in the, a century before or a century next to us. You have to make money. You have to keep it in structures called entities and trusts. And then you have to invest it. And guess what? You have to do the leadership. You don't have to do the work, but you have to do the leadership. So if you're serious about becoming a millionaire, being financially free in 5 years, which you absolutely can do, in this economy, you'd have to be asleep, quite frankly, to not do it. I want you to click on the link below. It's going to take you to a financial personality quiz. When you get there, it's going to take you about 30 seconds. Go click, click, click. Very intuitive. Answer the questions. What's going to come back to you is a financial personality. Who are you? And then I'm going to give you a video explaining what you do given what you've done to yourself. And away we go. I'm going to send you an application to talk to my team. Through that conversation, you can talk about sequencing blocks and your goals, and maybe we'll decide to work together. So if you are enjoying this and you really want to learn more, know more, binge this channel, which means you got to subscribe. So I want you to subscribe. Click the little notification button so you get notified every day. I'm out here 5 days a week, new videos, new content constantly. What drives the content? You. Put it in the comment section. Go click, click, click. This is what I want you to talk about. And we will be right back in the next month with those conversations. So what I want you to do right now, as I promised, I'm going to give you the first 3 chapters of my Millionaire Maker book. So click on the link below. Go enjoy that. And if you want the rest of it, head over to Amazon and go buy the rest of my book because I need activity on my Amazon account. I got a new book coming out. Super exciting. We just need activity out there. And do not forget to take the quiz. So we'll follow that up Take your personality quiz. That'll be followed by an application to talk to somebody on my team. My goal for you is a 3 to 5 year millionaire. And if you are a superstar, let's get it done in 12 months. Talk to you tomorrow.